When day 31 started, I finally felt something I did not feel in the first month. Momentum. The channel was still small, but it was moving. I had crossed 246 subscribers and more than 13,000 views. It was not huge, but it was enough to prove that the strategy works if I stay consistent. In this phase, my focus shifted from figuring things out to scaling what already works. I studied the YouTube Analytics tab every morning. I checked which videos had the highest watch time. I checked which shorts produced the most new subscribers. I looked at the retention curves to understand where viewers dropped off. Two patterns stood out. First, longer videos, where I combined calculations with storytelling kept viewers longer. Second, shorts with a bold financial hook performed better than generic advice. So I set a new publishing rhythm. 3 long videos every week, 7 shorts per week, a minimum of 10 new pieces of content every 7 days. It sounded extreme, but with the AI workflow I had built in the first month, it became realistic. The entire pipeline worked smoothly. ChatGPT for scripts, 11 Labs for voiceovers, InVideo for editing, vidIQ for titles and optimization, and an AI image generator for thumbnails. I could feel my own learning curve rising quickly. Every new upload looked better than the one before. During these 10 days, I focused on improving click-through rate. vidIQ showed me that my average click-through rate was between 3 and 5%. Decent, but not enough to grow fast. So I redesigned the thumbnail style. Cleaner backgrounds, fewer words, one strong visual idea, one emotional expression. Even though I was a faceless creator, I positioned the thumbnails on one simple rule, one bold number, one simple title, one strong color contrast. At the same time, I began testing new long-form formats. Instead of short explanations, I started using a 3-part structure: a short hook, a personal angle, a clear actionable takeaway. This improved the audience retention by around 10%. By day 50, the analytics showed the first spike. One of my ETF videos crossed 3,000 views. Another video about saving during inflation passed the 1,000 view mark organically. My subscriber count passed 400, still far from monetization, but finally moving. If the first 50 days were about learning, these 10 days were about system building. I realized that improvisation kills consistency. So I created weekly templates, a script template, a video structure template, a thumbnail checklist, a publishing checklist. Every Sunday, I planned the entire week. 3 long scripts, 7 shorts, recording voiceovers in one session, editing videos in one batch, generating thumbnails in one batch. This routine lowered my production time from 3 hours per video to less than 90 minutes. Shorts took around 15 minutes each. By day 60, the channel reached around 500 subscribers and more than 20,000 total views. Still below monetization, but clearly on the right track. At this point, I learned something important. YouTube rewards repetition with variation. Repetition of a topic with new angles. So I created a 3-part series on ETFs, a series on budgeting, and a series on financial mistakes to avoid. The views stabilized. Some days I gained 10 subscribers, other days 15 or 20. I also noticed that viewers were beginning to comment regularly. So I replied to every single one. I asked what they wanted next. I used their ideas as video prompts. This increased engagement and created a small but loyal community. By day 75, the channel crossed 640 subscribers. Before I continue, let me add one thing. If you are getting value from this journey, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. It helps this project grow and reach more people who are building their own faceless channels. I knew that the YouTube Partner Program requires 1,000 subscribers and either 4,000 watch hours or 10 million shorts views. The first option was more realistic, so I doubled my long-form uploads. Instead of 3 per week, I uploaded 4, not because I wanted to burn out, but because my systems were finally strong. The workflow was so optimized that the extra video barely added more work. My retention curves improved again. I consciously placed storytelling breaks at the 2-minute mark. I added cliffhangers between sections. I tested more emotional hooks. One video about my personal biggest money mistake hit 5,000 views in 10 days. Another crossed 4,000. This boosted my watch hours massively. By day 90, I was at 840 subscribers and a little over 3,000 watch hours. I was close, very close. These 10 days were pure discipline. I uploaded constantly. I optimized constantly. I engaged constantly. I knew the only thing between me and monetization was time and consistency. I experimented with a new format, reaction-style content using stock footage. I reacted to financial news and explained them in simple ways. These videos were fast to make and performed surprisingly well. By day 98, I hit 950 subscribers. By day 100, I passed 990. I refreshed the screen every hour. On day 102, it finally happened. I crossed 1,000 subscribers, but I still needed 4,000 watch hours. I had 3,300, so the journey continued. These final 17 days were crucial. I focused entirely on long-form content. Shorts were good for growth, but watch hours came from longer videos. I produced deep dive videos, 10-minute topics, detailed breakdowns, real numbers, real examples. My audience retention climbed above 50%. I started receiving 50 to 70 new subscribers per day, and the watch hours accumulated quickly. On day 116, a video about long-term investing exploded and gained almost 10,000 views in 4 days. It alone contributed more than 800 watch hours. On day 119, I opened the Analytics tab and saw it. 4,022 watch hours. I had crossed the monetization line. Day 120 marked the transformation from experiment to income-generating channel. Now that the channel is monetized, the real journey begins. The next 3 months will focus on scaling revenue, not just views. I will introduce affiliate recommendations. I will create a digital product. I will test sponsored integrations once the channel passes 2,000 subscribers. The next video will cover everything. How much the channel earns, how many views are needed to make a full-time income, and how a faceless channel behaves once monetized. If you want to follow the journey from here, make sure you subscribe so you never miss the next update. This is where the real growth starts.